Well, Happy New Year, LegalShield. It is 2026. So excited to be with you to kick off this new year. We have a very special communication show today to celebrate the new year and talk about all the exciting things that are happening, kicking off into a whole brand new season for you and your LegalShield business. You know, many years ago, someone told me that you are where you are today, financially, relationship-wise, health-wise, just about every area of your life because of the decisions that you've made over the last 5 years. And for some of you, that's great news. And for some of you, you're like, I need a little bit of a reset. Well, guess what? The good news is in 5 years, you will be where you're going to be because of the decisions that you make starting today over the next 5 years. So you have the ability to affect that change in your life with the changes that you make starting today, the decisions that you make starting today. So I hope during this communication show, you'll think long and hard about your goals, your why, what is driving your business. You know, our theme in 2026 is mission driven, fuel your passion. Mission driven. You know, our company was started because of a mission. Our founder, Harlan Stonecipher, started this company with a mission in mind that still drives this company today. And your passion may be the LegalShield membership. It may be sharing the opportunity. I mean, heck, your passion may be something outside of LegalShield, but the LegalShield opportunity gives you the ability to live your passion. I think of people like the Milias who are able to have an orphanage in Guatemala, and Kim Milias working so hard down there to do something that's truly her life passion, but driven because of the business within LegalShield. There's so many stories like that throughout North America. So as we kick off into 2026, what is your passion? How do you contribute to this mission of LegalShield? And we want to kick off today in a very special way by hearing from our CEO, Warren Schlichting. So I'm going to turn it over to Warren for his New Year's message.
Hey, LegalShield. Welcome to 2026. I am so happy to be a part of this company. I've mentioned that before, but this is going to be the best year we've had in many, many years. So let me start with 2025. It's been a terrific year for us. As so many of you know, our recruiting has been fantastic. That sets the stage for next year. It's been transformative. And so, first of all, I'd like to say thank you and welcome to all of the new leaders that we have as part of our network marketing group. Secondly, I want to talk a little bit about what's happening in 2026. Think about the base that we built in 2025. Think of all the progress. Think about the premium increases. Think about the membership increases. In 2026, we get to start from a higher platform. And that's so exciting. I think Don and Darnell were the first people to get to me and say, look, when you have momentum, keep momentum, right? It's easy to lose and hard to keep going. Well, 2026 is about keeping that momentum. So the theme for 2026 is mission-driven, fuel your passion. And you're going to hear that a lot over the coming months as we start to develop plans for how we reposition our business more broadly. From a mission-driven standpoint, what does that mean to me? Well, I think you've all heard me say, helping people is my mission. It's part of why I'm here. It's part of why I'm so excited to be a part of LegalShield. Helping more people, more often, and in more ways is mission-driven. I've been a part of many companies before. We've all had a mission statement, but LegalShield has a mission. And I can't tell you how proud I am to be able to say that to my friends and neighbors and colleagues. We have a mission. We are mission driven. Now, how do you feel your passion? I think each of you need to look deep inside and say, what's your why? Some of you are excited about members. Some of you are excited about the opportunity. All of us are excited about what we do. So think hard and recommit in 2026 to what fuel your passion really means. It's an awesome time to be in LegalShield. We have incredible momentum, and you're going to hear from Don and the rest of the team on just how we plan to play out this year. New tools, new incentives, new ways for you to reach your goals. So thank you, everybody. It's awesome to be a part of this company. I know you believe that, I believe that, and I look forward to seeing many of you in New Orleans.
Well, I'll get a chance to talk to you about some incentive enhancements that we've made for 2026 that I believe is going to take your business to an all new level in 2026. When you think about what it is that we do to help associates get started, what is the core business that we're in? It's helping people get through that getting started process, but then helping them stay on the activity train through Performance Club for long-term success. So what do you do with a new associate? Well, first of all, you help them get Fast Start qualified. Very important. Get them off to a fast start in their first 30 days. Help them earn a bonus as their sponsor, upline leadership. You earn a matching bonus, a core part of our getting started process. Then we get them on to manager in their first 45 days. Another core part of the getting started process. Help them move in the compensation plan. Help them to continue to have success. They're earning another bonus. The sponsor's earning a bonus. Upline leaders are earning a bonus. Then we get them into Performance Club. There's a reason that through all the incentive changes over the last 25 years, Performance Club is the one incentive that has lasted the test of time because it teaches sound fundamental principles on building a long-term business. That you go out and you do a little bit of activity on a monthly basis over and over and over and over, and you stay in Performance Club and you get your streak going in Performance Club. And of course, that's why Performance Club works so well, because as a leader, you want to have people on your team doing consistent business. That's how you stay executive director and beyond. And as a newer associate, you want to establish that consistent business in your organization. So we took a look at Fast Start. We took a look at manager. We took a look at Performance Club. We said, how can we make this even better for the new associate, for the sponsor, for the upline leadership involved? And so I'm about to talk about some of the changes that we are making starting today with our Fast Start Manager and Performance Club programs. Now, let me start by saying nothing has changed with how you qualify. To Fast Start qualify, you still need 3 members and 1 associate or 5 members. To go manager, you still need 3 associates that you personally sponsor and 300 in organizational premium or 500 in personal premium. To PC qualify, Performance Club, you still need 150 points. The way you've earned points that has not changed. So the fundamental parts of the program have not changed. What's changed is what incentive dollars are paid when. So as a new associate coming into the business, your first goal is to Fast Start qualify. When that associate that starts after January 1st, right? Then starting in 2026, a new associate starts, they Fast Start qualify. They're still going to earn a $200 bonus. That's what it was last year. That's what it is now. That hasn't changed, a $200 bonus. The sponsor is still going to earn a $100 bonus. What's changing are the bonuses at senior director and executive director, the matching bonuses. Instead of 200 at those two levels will now pay 100. So it'll be 200 to the new associate that Fast Start qualifies, 100 to the sponsor, 100 to the upline senior director, 100 to the upline executive director, and 100 to the upline platinum. Now the next level is manager. Now, instead of a $500 bonus at manager, we're going to pay a $400 bonus at manager. So that has changed a little bit from 500 to 400. The sponsor will receive 200. And then again, the changes at senior director and executive director, instead of $400 at those 2 levels, each of those levels will pay $200. So the new associate will receive 400. The sponsor will get 200. The upline senior director, executive director, and platinum will each receive $200. Of course, those also stack up if you're all of those things. But that's the change in the Fast Start Manager program. So right away, you're probably thinking, well, Don, you just told me how exciting this was going to be. And all you did was remove some money from the Fast Start and Manager program. And that's true until you see where we moved the money to. And where we moved the money to was Performance Club. And when you see what we've done here, I think all of your questions are going to be answered. So we still have a very robust incentive program at Fast Start, right? Someone Fast Start qualifies, they're receiving $200, and we're paying an additional $400 upline. That's still $600 being paid at Fast Start. We still have a very robust incentive program at Manager, $400, and then $200, $1,200 being paid at Manager. And it's $1,800 still being paid at Fast Start and Manager. But then we looked at Performance Club. And Performance Club, again, is what keeps people on track for a long period of time. You don't want a team of people that just start and do business for 2 months and then quit. You want a team of people that start, do business for 2 months, and then month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6, month 10, month 20. They keep on going because when you have a team of people that have been in Performance Club for 20 months, 30 months, 40 months, that's how you build long-term wealth and long-term success in this business. So when you look at Performance Club, again, how you qualify for Performance Club has not changed. It's still 150 points. The points are still earned exactly the same way. What has changed are the bonus amounts. So month 3 to 11, previously you were receiving $200 during that time, and you're still going to receive $200 at that time. But then starting month 12, that level went to $300. But starting this month in January, it's now going to $400 per month for Performance Club. So starting year 2 in Performance Club, we now double your bonus from $200 to $400. And then the next year, it goes to $500. So now the bonus levels at Performance Club are $200, $400, $500. So we've compressed how fast you can earn the bigger dollars in Performance Club. So we should have more people earning $400 and $500 per month much faster by compressing the time frame that they're eligible for these bonuses. That's the first exciting part. But the exciting part for the builders in the business is when you look at the matching bonuses with Performance Club. The matching bonuses previously only paid at the senior director level, paid a 100% match at senior director for the first year. So if you were a senior director and you had people on your team qualifying for Performance Club between month 3 and month 11, when they received their $200 check, you received a $200 matching bonus. What we have now done with Performance Club is you still receive a 100% match at senior director. But we've now added an executive director level of a 50% match. And we've added a platinum level of a 50% match. And wait for this one, you now don't just match the first year Performance Club, you now match all the way through the first 2 years of Performance Club. So now that second year, when the bonuses double to $400 for those new associates hitting Performance Club, month 12, month 13, month 14, month 15, guess what? Your matching bonus is now being paid on these $400 bonuses at senior director. And again, a 50% match at executive director and platinum. I did a little bit of math on this. I just want to share this with you because I think this is so powerful. In 2025, as a senior director, if you went out and sponsored a brand new associate in the business, right, the amount of money that you made as an upline senior director at Fast Start and Manager has now gone down $300. But the potential on your match at Performance Club has now gone up $4,800 because now you can also get a 100% match on month 12, month 13, month 14, month 15. So instead of going out and helping a new associate get started and saying, oh, okay, if I help them get started, they fast start qualify, they go manager and they're in Performance Club for the first year, the total being paid to that senior director, $2,400. Now you can go help them fast start qualify, help them go manager, help them PC qualify their first 2 years in the business. Your total potential match, $6,900. That's huge. That's huge money on the table to help people build a long-term business through Performance Club. So we removed just a little bit over here, kept a lot of it, removed just a little bit, but then added a lot more at Performance Club to give you the ability to go out and build that long-term business that you're earning those matches on. And remember, you're not just earning those matches on the people that you personally sponsor, you're earning it in your entire organization. So as a senior director, as an executive director, think about all of the matching bonuses that can be paid through Performance Club in those first 2 years by helping your entire team focus on Performance Club. Huge dollars. It's going to be the biggest Performance Club checks we've ever paid in the history of the company. And at the same time, you're still focused on Fast Start, still focused on manager and helping your associates get off to a fast start. One other change in how we're going to pay out the matching bonuses for Performance Club is going to be using the term Power Team. Now, for those of you who've been in the LegalShield Associate for a while, you know exactly what Power Team is. This is not a foreign concept. But for those of you that are new, let me explain what Power Team means. When we say Power Team Senior Director, we're referring to someone who has qualified for senior director for 3 consecutive months. Power Team Executive Director, 3 consecutive months. And the same for Power Team Platinum. Now, if you miss a month, you do have to start over to get 3 consecutive months. So for example, your 3 consecutive months, Power Team Senior Director, you hit it again in the 4th month, the 5th month. If you fall out of Power Team Senior Director, you do have to have 3 additional months in a row before you're once again considered a Power Team Senior Director. So for paying out bonuses for these Performance Club bonuses, Fast Start, and Manager, we're now going to use this Power Team concept to make sure that the Senior Director that's being paid, the Executive Director that's being paid, or Platinum that's being paid has qualified for those levels for 3 consecutive months. So build consistency in your business, qualify every month, make that a major goal that you have every month to stay in your Power Team leadership position to qualify for all of these amazing bonuses. So I'm so excited to launch our new Fast Start, Manager, and Performance Club programs that start today. Now, it starts with the business qualifying for the business in January. So the checks going out in January don't change. But starting with qualifying in January with the first Performance Club checks in February being paid, that's where you're going to see the difference in the income being paid. So excited to launch into 2026 by having a robust program to help us go out and help new associates get started, but even more excited about helping them build a long-term business that's going to pay everyone involved. The new associate earns more, the upline leaders earn more, everyone earns more as we go out and build this long-term business.
LegalShield family, Daniel Gonzalez here from the great state of Florida, and I'm super excited to be introducing this next segment. Why, you ask? Well, it's because we are recognizing those individuals that got started the right way and got Fast Start qualified, got some bonus money, and we're also going to celebrate those that continued on that path and advanced to the manager position where they received another bonus. Now, as having 3 memberships and helping one of those 3 memberships becoming an associate, or simply having 5 members that you personally sold and attending a Fast Start class. If you could do that all in your first 30 days, you'll receive a $200 bonus for getting Fast Start qualified. And then getting to that manager position and advancing the manager where you earn a bonus is simply helping 3 associates on your team get started. And collectively, you and those 3 have a total premium of $300, folks. It is so amazing that achievement, if done in your first 45 days, issues another $500 bonus. So without any further ado, folks, let's recognize this next group of individuals. Blow up that chat. Let them feel your love. Let them know that they're part of a family that is celebrating them for doing what it takes to win.
Kai Deering from Northern California, and today I am honored and privileged to recognize these amazing associates that are progressing through our compensation plan. These associates didn't just sign up, they showed up. They built structure, they focused on premium, and most importantly, they had to help a whole lot of people along the way. The senior director and above positions are qualifying positions. That means leadership, consistency, and service. It means putting in the work, staying consistent and committed over time, all while doing the business with integrity. We're incredibly proud of each of you that have achieved these positions and excited to celebrate what you've accomplished so far, because this level is not given, family, it's earned. So everyone, please help me congratulate all of our new senior directors and above as they continue to advance their careers in LegalShield and help more people while setting the pace for what's possible. Hey everybody, Kai Deering from Northern California, and I am forever grateful that I took a chance on this opportunity. You see, I was accustomed to a really strong six-figure income, but if you've made good money at any traditional ventures, you know it came at a big price. I was working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I'm forever grateful that I was able to replace that income, but it's not the amount of money you make, it's the type of money you make. So to be able to make a multiple six figures from home, for the most part, whether you work or not, life looks a little different. We now live a life of I get to. I get to get up when I'm done sleeping. I get to work with awesome people that I choose to work with. I get to work from anywhere, because wherever my phone is, family, I'm in business. And I got to tell you, it's really hard to put a price tag on your freedom.
So LegalShield means everything to me. Because of this company, because of the decision that I made to join the mission that this company's on almost 15 years ago, I am now a stay-at-home dad. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. And it has allowed us to watch all of our kids grow up. I have 4 children. So I work very hard to make sure that I could afford them the kind of lifestyle that most people can't have, where we home church our children, we do what we want, when we want, we don't have to put our children in the public school system, and ultimately we are showing them that there is a better way to live, that you could live on your own terms, that you could dictate the way that you live your life on a daily basis. And being that example of an entrepreneur, of a good parent, of a good steward of the Lord, it means everything to me to be able to facilitate that for myself, for my family, for my children, and for the generations to come from everything that we're doing right now. So LegalShield means everything to me and my family.
Will Dad's here from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and what LegalShield means to me is it's afforded me the ability to build a great business that allows me to work my business from anywhere. Because of this business, I've been able to travel all over the world. I've been to 6 different continents, 42 different countries, and I'm just getting started.
Hi, my name is Bill Walker. I make my home in the great state of Iowa, and I recently sold a membership to a single mom who was having a lot of problems with a landlord that was threatening to evict her from her home and everything else. And she bought the LegalShield membership and used it. About a week after she bought the membership from me, I stopped back at her house just to see how things were going, and she immediately started crying and gave me a big hug and said, "God must have sent you." Ladies and gentlemen, that is my mission in life, is helping other people.
Well,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bill Walker, and I make my home in the great state of Iowa. Can I talk to you for just a couple of minutes about a very, very important subject with LegalShield? That topic is retention matters. Your long-term income is based on how many memberships you keep on the books. Not just how many you write, but how many stay with LegalShield year after year. I get paid residual income for the life of every policy. Ladies and gentlemen, that will outlive Bill Walker. That will be my family's wealth. So let's talk about retention matters. Here's a couple steps that you can take. Number one, log into LegalShield, your back office, your LS Engage, log in, go to your report section and check for pre-cancel. I like to do what I call retention parties, right? Where we get several people on the phone, several associates, we check our retention, check our pre-cancel, go in and start making phone calls. That phone call is just as simple as, hi, this is Bill Walker. I wanted just to let you know that I was checking my reports today and found that your membership went into pre-cancel status. Did something happen that I need to be aware of? I did that just a couple of weeks ago to a member that had been with me for more than 5 years. And something, in fact, did happen. His credit card had been hacked and that card had been canceled and we hadn't transferred over to the new credit card. He assured me that, hey, I had no intention of canceling LegalShield. As many of our pre-cancels and cancellations do, they were just unaware it canceled because something happened. An identity theft, cards, invalid, low funds on the bank account, and they do not want to lose this service. You need to be proactive and reach out to them and say, hey, let me help you set this account back up. Now, I also developed a system many years ago called 5 days, 5 weeks, and 5 months. Be proactive on retention, not just reactive. I know that if I'm proactive, meaning in 5 days you purchased a membership with me just a few days, email that shows you how to download your mobile apps and give you more information about our service. Did you receive that email? Many times the member will say, yes, I received the email, but I didn't do it. My next comment is, listen, if you have a few minutes, it's only going to take us a couple of minutes. Let me help you get this set up. I'll walk them through step by step how to go to access.legalshield.com and get that account set up. Ladies and gentlemen, understand this. On any subscription, monthly subscription-based service, if I don't know how to use it, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to pay for a movie subscription if I can't watch movies. I'm not going to pay for any subscription that I don't know how to use. Neither should you expect your members to do that. So take a few minutes, especially on the ID Shield, and show them how they can proactively put in more information for us to monitor. Talk to them about privacy management and how to set up that account. Talk to them about the VPN, the password manager, the Trend Micro. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to them about the sex offender monitoring service. That specific tool, sex offender monitoring, has got me more referrals than any other part of our entire program because people want to know what's going on around them. They'll go out and talk to other people and say, listen, can you see how I can do this? I can, check this area. It is a powerful, powerful tool. I'm going to call them back in 5 weeks. And again, make sure that if it's the reason, if they bought our membership to get a will, that they've got that done. At 5 days, I'll mail them a will kit. I'll PDF and send them an email with a will kit, or I'll show them how to do it over their mobile device. I know that when I call them back in 5 weeks, many, many times, they've still not finished it. But at 5 weeks, many of them say, well, we started, but we had a couple questions. That is not the time for me as the sales associate to answer those questions, but to put them in touch with the attorney. Show them how to push the button on that mobile app and ask the attorney from 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, those legal questions. I know that if I get them talking to an attorney, my retention skyrockets. I want them using the service. I'm going to do the same thing at 5 months. Hey, this is Bill Walker, just wanting to check in with you and make sure that everything is going okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if I stay on that, working with people,
my retention will skyrocket, which means my income increases every year because retention matters.
Hey, Steve Hoisington here up in Port Orchard, Washington, and I am super excited to introduce this part of the communication show because it's my favorite part of the compensation plan. It's our Performance Club. The Performance Club is the longest running incentive that LegalShield has, and for many people, they've been in for over 20 years, but most importantly, this club is designed for everyone. It's designed for part-time associates so they can start building a big full-time income. And of course, to be in the Performance Club, you need to get 150 points a month, and for every dollar that you sell, you get a point. For every recruit that you sell, you recruit, you get 50 points. For anybody you fast start qualify and help sponsor and get them fast start qualified, you get 50 points. If you open up a new group, you get 50 points. So there's lots of ways to get in the Performance Club. And so today we're going to recognize all of our Performance Club PC bonus qualifiers, as well as our PC milestones and also our PC upline matching bonuses. We're going to recognize all of them. But through this program, you can earn great bonuses. You can also earn some great trips. So let's give it up to all of our recognition in the Performance Club.
LegalShield family, congratulations to everyone who is in the Performance Club program by consistently building your LegalShield business each month and achieving long-term success. One of the great things about Performance Club is not only is it the foundation of building a strong LegalShield business, but it's the best way to ensure you are eligible to earn a spot on our annual incentive trip each year. And I don't know about you, but with this cold winter weather, I am ready to put my toes in the sand on the beautiful white sand beaches of the Hard Rock Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic from June 9th through the 13th. And with the qualifications for the trip incentives coming to a close at the end of February, now is the time to focus on securing your ticket to Punta Cana. First up, let's talk about how you can qualify in the Punta Cana Hit and Win Incentive. This is a hit it and win it incentive, and all you need to do is Performance Club qualify each of the required months, and you have the opportunity to earn your spot on the trip when you have a minimum of 15 personal recruits, 3 Fast Start qualifiers, and write $1,000 in new personal premium during the incentive period. You can track your progress toward achieving this required activity by visiting the tracking leaderboard on ellisengage.com. Plus, if you're a Platinum Executive Director, you can qualify for Punta Cana if you maintain the level of Platinum Executive Director or above during the incentive period, along with Performance Club qualifying each month. Of course, all qualifiers must also meet the minimum retention requirements and all other eligibility criteria as detailed in the flyer available on ellisengage.com under Resources, Network, Incentives. Now, let's talk about the Ready, Set, Go to Punta Cana incentive. This leaderboard competition is fierce, with associates competing in 2 divisions to earn the top spots on those leaderboards by the end of February. The top 50 rising stars and the top 75 big hitters are yet to be determined, and you can see where you are in the running by visiting the leaderboards on, you guessed it, ellisengage.com. As a reminder, you must have been under the level of Senior Director on October 1st to participate in the Rising Stars division and qualified Senior Director or above on October 1st to be in the Big Hitters division. Points are earned for every personal network premium dollar written during the incentive. And bonus points are available when you personally recruit a new associate with a membership, sponsor a Fast Start qualifier, or sponsor an associate who qualifies for an Advanced to Manager bonus during the incentive period. As always, you must Performance Club qualify each of the required months and meet all retention and eligibility requirements. Check out the incentive flyer for full details. The last few weeks of qualification on these leaderboards always have some shakeups, so you want to make sure you're tracking your results each week. Another leaderboard to watch is the Punta Cana Full Service Leaderboard. It's for those who are building a well-rounded, strong LegalShield business focused on signing up small businesses, opening qualified new groups, selling memberships, and building a successful team. And all of that activity can earn you points on the Full Service Leaderboard. And you can track your progress on the Full Service Leaderboard on ellisengage.com. Make sure you meet the minimum activity requirement so that when you earn one of those top 75 spots, you are going on the trip. The minimum activity requirements are to write $1,000 in personal premium, have 3 new recruits with a membership, open 2 new qualified groups, sell 1 small business plan, and Performance Club qualify each of the required months. Please note that everyone who is currently in the running is listed on the leaderboard. However, if minimum activity requirements are not met by those currently at the top of the leaderboard, we will be backfilling to the next qualified associate. So stay focused on getting your activity minimums in so that you remain in the running and eligible for the full service leaderboard. And last but not least of the trip opportunities, we're taking the top 25 on the Ruby New Groups Getaway Leaderboard to Punta Cana. To qualify, you must be a Ruby level associate, have a minimum of 3 qualified new groups by the end of February, and be in the top 25 on that leaderboard. And where can you track your progress? On the New Groups Open Leaderboard, that's right, ellisengage.com. That's where all the leaderboards are located. And for those in the running, make sure you meet all the minimum requirements and continue to track your progress on that leaderboard as we go into the final few weeks of that incentive. Well, LegalShield family, there are a lot of opportunities, as you just found out, for you to go to Punta Cana this year, and I cannot wait to see all of you join us on the trip. It is going to be one to remember. Now let's watch this video to learn more about the upcoming trip to Punta Cana, and then after that, stay tuned as we reveal the location of another exciting trip opportunity in 2026.
Well, I'm excited right now to talk about a very special group of people. These are the associates we refer to as the Circle of Champions. Now, in 2025, we took this elite group of associates to Ireland, to one of the top resorts in Europe, and had an amazing time. I mean, a lot of the associates there said we elevated our game big time, even over Spain just a year before that, and that was an amazing trip. And I'm here to tell you that we've elevated our game once again in 2026. So again, the Circle of Champions are an elite group of business solutions and builders that go out and do amazing work. And because of that, get huge rewards through these big trips that we take once a year. And so let's talk about business solutions for 1 second. We actually announced a couple months ago, Emily Rose, the president of Business Solutions, announced how top performers would qualify for the 2026 trip through production, being one of the top 5 producers or being one of the top group openers. So all those details are already out there for Business Solutions, and those qualifications have already started for the 2026 trip. So today, we're here to announce 2 things. One, how do networkers qualify for the 2026 trip? And where are we going? And that's an exciting announcement as well. So first of all, let's talk about network. So what we're doing slightly different this year on the network side is we have 2 groups of potential qualifiers. We have Group 1, which includes the Platinum Executive Directors, and we have Group 2, which is all of the other Executive Directors, and you must be an Executive Director already qualified on January 1st, 2026 to be eligible for this trip. So anyone that joins later, not eligible for 2026, but certainly can look forward to one of our future trips. But if you're already an Executive Director, as of today, you are qualified to start earning your way on the leaderboard in Group 2. So let's first of all talk about Group 1. That's our Platinum group. This is the group that qualifies for Platinum Executive Director every single month, January, February, March, April, May, and June. Doesn't miss a month, qualifies that month to be qualified for Platinum the following month. So even if you're not Platinum right now, but you qualify for Platinum in January, with production in January, you're still eligible for that Platinum category if you maintain it for all 6 months. Now, Platinum Executive Directors, make sure you check out the flyer, because as long as you do what you have to do, you're on your way on this special trip. So Platinum Executive Directors, first of all, have to qualify Platinum all 6 months, must be in Performance Club all 6 months, must meet the retention requirements, which are very important, both personal and organizational retention requirements. And check out the flyer for the number of organizational recruits that you're going to need and any other criteria. All of those details are on the flyer. So if you qualify in Group 1, you're on your way. Now we're going to take 17 couples, and we're going to fill first with Group 1, and then whatever spots are left over, that's where Group 2 will come in. Now, to give you an idea, in 2025, we had 7 Platinum Executive Directors that qualified under that first group, and so we had a top 10 leaderboard. But this year, instead of having a top 10 leaderboard on the Executive Director category, Group 2, there will be the number of spots left after all the Platinum spots are full. We know there's a lot of new Platinum Executive Directors right now, and so we know we're going to have more than 7 this year. Could be 10, could be 12. Whatever the numbers left from 17, that's how many will qualify in Group 2. So you'll kind of see where you stand as you go. But that second group also based on recruiting, based on production, based on organizational growth. So check out the flyer that's available today. All of the details are in there for Group 1 and Group 2. Again, the qualifications start right now. So let's talk about the other exciting piece of this. Where are we going? Well, when we were in Spain, we were on a bus and we asked all the Circle of Champions when we were on our way to one of the excursions, where would you like to go on a future trip? And there were a lot of amazing locations around the world that were thrown out, but this location was named over and over and over and was definitely the number 1 location that associates told us they would like to go. And so Emily and I, as we were looking at all the possibilities in 2026, we decided, let's take the leaders where they are looking to go. So we are so excited to announce the 2026 location for Circle of Champions that will happen this fall in 2026. So let's find out where the Circle of Champions are going for the amazing trip this year.
You know, LegalShield has become one of the most important parts of my life and my family because I get to travel the world and do business with my husband, but help so many people along the way. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, but one of the things that I love about this company is that it gives me the ability to help people have fun, build family, and make dreams come true for other people, not just my own. LegalShield is one of the best opportunities ever created.
Hey, I'm Steve Hoisington, and I love LegalShield, especially our LegalShield membership. I've been a member for over 25 years, and just recently, can you believe it? Well, it wasn't recent. About a year ago, one of my daughters, she runs track, little track star. She got bumped off the track, and she ended up separating her shoulder. She had to have surgery. So 9 months later, we're still fighting with the insurance company. We have a primary, a secondary, the school insurance. No one wants to pay it. We finally called LegalShield and said, what do we do after she got some debt collection letters in the mail? So $40,000, we're stressed out. We called LegalShield. Our law firm immediately said, we're going to handle this. They wrote a letter to the debt collection company. They helped us handle the insurance company. And we just got a letter this week that finally our primary insurance is going to cover her surgery. I love LegalShield. That's why I've been doing this for 25 years.
I love the LegalShield membership. Quick story. My incredible wife took me to Savannah, Georgia for my birthday. We landed at 3 p.m., had dinner scheduled for 6 p.m. We get off, we go to the baggage carousel. Her bag is there, my bag isn't there. By the time they figured out that they did not have my bag, it was 4:30 p.m. Again, dinner's at 6. We're meeting people from Florida, Georgia. They're all coming up for the celebration. To make a long story go away, they tell us, go get the clothes you need for the weekend. We did that. They said, present the receipts and we'll reimburse you. We did that. Then they told us, after we presented the receipts, that they were only going to give us about 75% of our money. My wife said, we wouldn't have bought 100% of this stuff had you not lost his bag. I told her, stop arguing with the airline. Let's go ahead and present this to our attorneys. They, in turn, presented the exact same receipts along with a demand letter. And guess who got 100% of their money? We did. All of those things we never would have done had we not had a LegalShield membership. Thank you, LegalShield.
Well, what an amazing show we've already had, and we still have some great things to talk about as we continue on with this very special edition of the 2026 kickoff show. I do want to take this opportunity to share with you one slight change that we have made to our small business plan commissions for 2026, and it only involves one of the small business plans. Now, you know, we have the home business supplement. Nothing's changed there. We have 3 levels of the small business plan, right? We have the Essentials, the Plus, and the Pro. There is no change to the lower tier Essentials plan. There is no change to the middle tier on the Plus plan. The only change we're going to talk about is to the Pro plan, which is $169 per month. Now, one of the things that we like to do is pay big commissions. But we also like to protect your income as well. And sometimes when there's huge commissions, there can also be big chargebacks if it cancels in a few months. And we don't want to see that happen to you. So on the $169 small business plan, the Pro plan, we are going to start paying out a 6-month advance commission. Now, I want to be clear because sometimes when you hear 6-month versus 12-month, you think, oh, less commission. It's not less commission. It's less of an advance. So the way to think about advance commissions is this. Let's say you're getting a 12-month advance and your commission is $240. So that's $20 per month, right? Times 12 months. So after 12 months of keeping that membership, you've earned out the entire $240. If we were to advance 6 months on that membership, we would advance you $120, which means that after 6 months of making the payments, you'd be fully earned out on your advance. And then you'd get $20 month 7, $20 month 8, month 9, month 10, month 11, month 12. So at the end of 12 months, you still made $240. You were just advanced 6 months instead of 12 months. But the commissions are the exact same over 12 months. So on our small business plan, the $169 Pro plan, we're going to advance out 6 months starting effective January 1st, 2026. But there are no other changes to any of our other small business plans. So I wanted to take that opportunity to share that with you today while we have all of you on the communication show. And we hope that you'll also share that with your team that are out there talking to small business owners as well. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about something that is super exciting, and that is our 2026 International Convention that's coming up in New Orleans in 4 months. And we've been talking about this for months and months and months, ever since we came out of Baltimore in 2025. And we've been saying it's going to be the biggest. We're saying that in a long time. We have so many new associates, so many new leaders. We're so excited to go to New Orleans. We've never been to New Orleans for an international convention. Thousands of you are already registered. And some of you are kind of waiting a little bit and saying, well, that's not until next year. I've got plenty of time. Well, guess what? It's not next year anymore. It's this year. In 4 months, we're going to be at this amazing event. And we want to help encourage you to get registered right now. So between now and January the 19th, if you're not registered for this convention, we want to help you get registered. And here's what's going to happen. First of all, every associate who is registered by January the 19th is going to get a special gift at convention. So if you register on January 20th or after, that gift's not going to apply to you. But if you register before January 19th, you will be eligible and receive this special gift that we're going to give out at convention. Also, we're going to do a drawing on January 20th. And we're going to give away 2 3-night packages for hotel stay at the host hotel right there next to the convention center. And to be eligible, you must be registered. So we're going to take all the registered associates, whether you registered 6 months ago or you're registering now or you're going to register next week. As long as you're registered by January the 19th, you'll be eligible for this drawing. 2 3-night packages at the host hotel when you get your name drawn in this special drawing that we're going to do. Again, we're going to do 2 drawings for that. So help your team get registered. If you're a leader and you bought some extra bundle tickets, make sure that you talk to your team about getting those bundles from you and getting that in their name. You must be registered in your name. So whether you register through the home office, go to LS Engage, click on the convention link, get registered. Whether you talk to someone in your upline and find out they had a special package that they took advantage of, that they can get you a discount ticket, however you get registered right now by January 19th to be eligible for this special drawing. So let me take it over to Mel Roberson to talk more about the 2026 convention and why you need to be there.
Thank you for that, Mr. Don Thompson. Happy New Year, my LegalShield family. My name is Mel Roberson, and on behalf of myself and my wife, Monique, the Senior Regional Vice Presidents of the Mighty Midwest and illustrious Eastern Canada, we want to personally invite each and every one of you to come to the New Orleans International Convention here in 2026. Ain't nothing like New Orleans, baby. Listen, man, I've been around for a little while, and one of the things that I love the most is how all of the LegalShield associates could be in one place and get massive results because of what we call a heightened emotional experience. Think about being in an arena or a training session with people that are thinking like you, want to go where you go, but we're being taught by the people who have earned the rings, who have made the millions, who have led organizations. So on Wednesday, the 8th of April, that's when a lot of the certification courses are going to happen, right? So small biz, small group, or if you want to write larger groups, you can come in for that. Then on April 9th, that Thursday, the breakout sessions happen. Like we have a full service breakout. We have a network marketing breakout session. If you really want to learn how to leverage yourself and build a large organization, you need to get to some of these breakout sessions. Then that Thursday evening, we have the executive director gala, and I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Then on the 10th and 11th, those are when our general sessions are. The big stage, right? Where all of the people that are breaking records and getting awards and building large organizations, writing groups, like the multimillionaires inside of LegalShield are training in that arena with all of us there. Then Sunday, that's usually when the team breakouts are. So you want to make sure that you plan accordingly so that you can get in as much as humanly possible. And here's the thing, you might say, well, I'm still working a job. I might not be able to get to all of those things. That's okay. Something is better than nothing. You need to be there if you are somewhat serious or even if you're curious about your LegalShield business. That has been the thing that has done the most, had the biggest impact on my LegalShield business, right? 6-figure income earner, millionaire club member. None of that would have been possible for me without coming to international conventions. You find workout partners, you meet people on your team, you get inspired. Here's the thing. I saw people walking across the stage that looked like me. And then I saw people that didn't look like me, and I was like, well, if they can do it, I definitely can do it. Nothing against them, but no matter what inspires you, you'll find something there at the international convention. Now I want to talk to you about the ED Gala. Remember I said I was going to circle back to that? It's one of the sexiest events that I've ever been to. It's a, you know what? Hold on. Let me explain it to you a little bit better. Much better. As I was saying, Thursday, April 9th is the Executive Director Reception and Gala. This is the all-star game of LegalShield. The top executives in the entire company, I'm talking about EDs, ring earners, millionaire club members, we all get together for a reception at 6 p.m. and then the ED Gala at 7 p.m. where the food is so exquisite, it is as if angels prepared it themselves. We have a keynote speaker that always inspires, motivates, and gives us a message to help us lead the field even better. We have a red carpet where we take pictures in our finest tuxedos, suits, and ball gowns. It is one of the most incredible events that you can ever attend in your LegalShield career. And the way to qualify is to hit the production numbers for 2 out of 3 months in December, January, or February so that you are a qualified executive director in January, February, or March for 2 out of those 3 months. So even though you're watching this in January, it is not too late for you to qualify for the. I promise you, this will be one of the most intriguing, fascinating, and exciting events that you will ever attend in your LegalShield career. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and roll that video.
Hello.
And Don and I are extremely proud of all the work that all of you have done to get where you are tonight.
We right now are among the best of the best, the elite in our entire company.
Wow. It's great to be with you. It's a special evening.
Hi, LegalShield family. Elizabeth Gardner here, and today I am important evolution, one that reflects our growth, our clarity, and where we're headed next. Who are we that I'm talking about? Well, guys, none other than Ladies of Justice. Now, Ladies of Justice is a name that has represented strength, connection, and a place where women across LegalShield have come together to grow and lead with confidence. It has served us well throughout the years, and it will always be part of our foundation. But as our vision has expanded, it became clear that our name needed to grow with us. And so today I am excited to announce that Ladies of Justice is becoming Women in LegalShield. Guys, it isn't about leaving anything behind. It's about strengthening what we've already built. Women in LegalShield clearly communicates who we are and where we lead. We are a community of empowered women using LegalShield to protect families, build wealth, and create lasting impact. At our core, we are women who are intentional about leadership, growth, and legacy. Our mission is simple: to empower women to thrive as confident, purpose-driven leaders while growing personally and professionally and creating both time and financial freedom. Through LegalShield, we equip women to lead, to rise, and to build legacies that matter. So guys, the values behind this community will remain the same. We believe in continuous growth, confident leadership, meaningful access to opportunity, strong community, and building a legacy that lasts. So as we evolve, some important things are going to continue. First of all, the Women's Leadership Academy. It remains a foundational pillar of the Women in LegalShield. We offer structured leadership development, practical skills, and a strong network of women committed to growing together. We're also expanding this year in very exciting ways. Women Empowerment Wednesday that we've been doing for a number of years now is changing. It's evolving as well into a podcast called The Intentional Life Project. Live on purpose. It will be featuring conversations around leadership, mindset, alignment, wealth, and legacy. So we're also expanding our events to include both inward-facing leadership development experiences and outward-facing events that connect women seeking purpose and community for you to invite your prospects to kind of see an inside look of what's going on inside this amazing community. But guys, here's what matters most. What matters is while our name is, our commitment to women remains the same. Our belief in LegalShield as the vehicle for freedom, of course, remains the same. What has changed is the clarity, the scale, and the intentionality. Women in LegalShield is more than a name. It's a declaration of who we are and the future we are intentionally building. We are now the Women in LegalShield, and together we're going to reach higher. I'm excited for 2026, guys, and you'll see all the new things for Women in LegalShield heading your way in just the next few weeks. Y'all have an amazing new year. Bye-bye.
Hey, LegalShield family, Will Daddy here, chiming in all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. And I'm honored today because I get a chance to recognize all of our new ring earners. The ring earner program at LegalShield has just been incredible. It's been around for many years, by the way. And here's the deal. At every single level of income, there are different rings. So it starts out at $50,000 to $100,000. 150, 200, 300, 500, $1 million, all the way up to $3 million, if you can believe it. I always like to tell people, look, at some point in time when you get serious about your LegalShield business, you're just gonna go ahead and put a ring on it, right? Right. And so family, do me a favor and help me recognize and congratulate all of our new LegalShield ring earners.
Man, I'm very excited. Thank you so much, LegalShield. Shout out to John Malott, Darnell Self. The last 60 days have been amazing. I know this is the first step from a long journey of helping as many people as possible nationwide have adequate legal coverage. So thank you so much, LegalShield, for everything that you're doing for everyone in the communities. Thank you.
Well, I get to do something really fun right now, and that is talk about our Platinum Legacy Program. This is a program we launched in 2025 to show big appreciation for the leaders who have built legacy businesses in LegalShield. Some of these businesses have been around for 20 years, 25 years, 30 plus years. And let me just share with you some of the leaders who we have already recognized in the Platinum Legacy Program. Brian and Melissa Carruthers, Darnell and Tracy Self, John and Darcy Hoffman, Mark and Denise Brown, Michael Dorsey, Mike Humes, Nick and Gail Serba, and Steve, Mike, and Kim Milia, who we just recognized as new members of the Platinum Legacy Program while we were in Ireland for the COC trip in September of 2025. And so really excited to already have these great leaders of the company. And what do you have to do to be a Platinum Legacy member? Well, I mean, think about what these organizations have done, what these leaders have done. They must have qualified for a Platinum Executive Director for over 150 months. So number one, that is a huge accomplishment. Their organizations, listen to this, have written over $150 million in annualized premium. $150 million in annualized premium. So 150 months at Platinum, but not just that, they've built huge organizations that have really changed the trajectory of this company over the last 25 years. And that's why we wanted to recognize them in this very special program. And also, because of that, they get some amazing perks, such as being at the Platinum level for the rest of their career in LegalShield. I mean, that's amazing. As some of them, maybe are looking to retire, slow down, other things. Many of them are still building huge businesses and aren't slowing down at all. But we want to recognize their achievements by saying, hey, you now qualify for Platinum Executive Director every month. They qualify for the incentive trips every year automatically. There's a whole list of perks that come with Platinum Legacy. But the biggest thing is the recognition of knowing that you made an inspirational change in hundreds of thousands of lives through trainings, teachings, traveling all over North America to Super Saturdays. I mean, how many thousands of meetings have they had to have done over the last 20 plus years, sometimes 30 plus years, in order to achieve the levels that they've achieved? And many times personal sacrifice from their own family time and their own, and sometimes their own personal time in order to help their team, to help other people. And that's what it's really all about. Is if you talk to any of these leaders, they'll say as much as they've achieved personally, they appreciate all the personal achievements. What they love even more is watching their team win, watching their team achieve, and that's what really sets them apart. Where today, I am here to share with you that we have another amazing couple that we're going to recognize as the newest qualifiers in the Platinum Legacy Program. Again, over 150 months of Platinum, $150 million in annualized premium, all of the other qualifications. This couple has been with LegalShield for well over 35 years. They've been recognized as legends in LegalShield. We're talking about Larry and Mary King out of Arkansas. Couldn't think of a better couple to recognize with this legacy program. So congratulations to Larry and Mary King, our most recent inductees into the Platinum Legacy Program.
The main key to this business is never quit. Stay in there. You got to find something you're happy doing.
And Prepaid Legal offers you the opportunity to be a part of something And as Mr. Stonecipher always said, we're making a living, we're making a difference. And, you know, when you sold a membership and somebody calls you at night crying, thanking you because you helped, then you know you're doing the right thing.
Happy New Year, LegalShield family. My name is Melissa Peters, and I'm excited to be here today to share some great announcements with you. But before I do that, I want to congratulate all the new leaders and all the new trainers that have joined our team for 2026. We're excited to say that we do have a new training structure. We have new incentives. We also have new training material for 2026. So let me kind of explain that to you. It's going to start with our senior regional trainers. We have 7 working alongside of the senior regional vice presidents. The efforts of the senior regional vice presidents and senior trainers are to ensure that we have adequate events in the marketplace, that we have adequate training in the marketplace. So their oversight is going to help us do that. Now, we also have regional trainers. Regional trainers are there to do the certification training in their assigned region. This is exciting because we have new training coming this year that those regional trainers will be hosting. And talking about that training, well, we have decided to take apart the small business, small group certification training and launch 2 different trainings this year. We know by launching our brand new group legal plans, it can be a little overwhelming learning all the content of Choice Select, Select Plus, and then the Essentials Plus and Pros small business plans, and how to talk to the business owner and the decision maker. So in 2026, we're going to start with a level 1 group certification, small group certification training. That certification training is the foundational training and is the first training to check the box that gives you permission to open groups. So we want you to get to that 2026 small group certification training, that level 1 training. We also have the small business training. That training is strictly on how we actually prepare to talk to business owners, how the products work, how we do presentations. And that training also will be taught by our regional trainers in the marketplace. You can register for those trainings by going to sgsbtraining.com. We already have trainings lined up starting the new year, so make sure you look out for the trainings that are coming near you. Now, part of the requirements for our 2026 Ruby incentives, and some of you are saying, who are Ruby Associates? Well, Ruby Associates are any associate that's not a Sapphire Elite Business Solutions Associate or an Emerald Elite Business Solutions Associate or a licensed agent. If you're not one of those 3, then congratulations, you're a Ruby. And by attending that level 1 certification training, you can now, well, you are now, I should say, eligible for Ruby incentives, whether it's hitting Ruby qualification, Ruby Elite qualification, or Ruby to Sapphire. And in that journey, the Ruby to Sapphire Hit and Earn incentives will pay out 7 levels of bonus. Family, this is exciting for you. So make sure that you please get the flyer in our resource services and make sure that you go over that flyer in detail. If you have questions about our Ruby Hit and Earn 7 levels of payout, then please email us at fullservicetraining@pplsi.com and we would be more than happy to answer your questions. Now, that's not the only incentive that we have for our Ruby Associates. As you heard earlier, Ms. Christy Hudson talking about some of our PC trip incentives that Ruby level associates can also participate in. But we also have a new groups open category specifically for Ruby Associates. By attending the 2026 training, you check the first box and it opens up your eligibility to get qualified for your first 3 groups is a payout first 3 groups, as well as at your 5th group and your 10th group. Once again, please get that incentive flyer. It would be fantastic to see all of your names come across the leaderboard on that new Groups Open incentive. Now, not stopping there with training, because we have an army of field trainers and we are continuing that process in 2026. We're going to continue with the Field Training Academy calls that happen every Tuesday night. We're going to host 2 every Tuesday, one 6 p.m. Eastern and the second 6 p.m. on the Pacific time coast, or time zone, I should say. And we are there to support you in your training needs. So once again, we will continue with that process. And for the first time, if you're interested in really knowing what is the field training program about, how does the field training program work, you can go into Ellis Engage, to the resources, to the training tab. And in that training tab, there is a field training guideline and checklist there for you, so you can learn all the wonderful things and all the things that you can get support with in the field training process. And then lastly, I want to make sure that you join us Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Central on letschatsmallbiz.com. We do the Group Scoop. It's 1 hour updates, promotions, information, and training. You don't want to miss it. If you miss it, you miss a lot. And we will continue to then educate you on the training process. We'll go ahead and also dive deep into the incentives for you so that you understand the incentives. And also, of course, give you continual education, continual training. So once again, family, Happy New Year. Look forward to working with you in 2026.
Hey, LegalShield family, Happy New Year. This is Darnell Self, wishing you the best year ever. Listen, we know that 2025 was a phenomenal year. Big momentum. I mean, like more momentum because of more Millionaire Club members, more momentum because of more ringers, more rank advancements. And I know many of you were a part of that, but that's nothing compared to what's about to happen in 2026. I want you to claim your date on which you're going to get your ring, get your next ring, or become a part of the Millionaires Club. This will be the 12 months that folks will look back on forever in LegalShield's history and say, man, that was the year that we got into significant momentum. And we know that the best is yet to come. Why? We get to make a living and make a difference at the exact same time, and it feels great. Happy New Year, everyone. Let's take a look at what happened in 2025 as we started to gain significant momentum.